Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New England Patriots. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Sanderson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Sanderson got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Sanderson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Najee Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 4-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. First down, and they go back to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Throwing Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Najee Harris, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So that'll back him up 5. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 9 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown. Looking to throw on second down. Sanderson, man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff?
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And he was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. After 7-0 on boards. Now Jones on first down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a give right side. It's Alexander. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
On first down, Alexander. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on first down, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Off play action. Sanderson. Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Sanderson. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Looking to throw. Sanderson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They hand this off to Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd down at 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They run with Harris. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Well, now things get a little dicier here. It's a 42-yard extra point attempt. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw on second down, Sanderson. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sanderson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Sanderson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Patterson. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche. It's coming right on top of them. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. This is Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, Sanderson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10. Looking to throw. Sanderson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Fights through, and now a crease. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they run with Harris off the option.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So that one will be accepted. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, Carey, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Harris. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They run with Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they take a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were in